These are the cheapest watercolor paints I think I've ever seen. So I guess let's see if they're any good. Okay, so these paints legitimately cost me $1.25, which is actually kind of crazy because that's less than a McChicken. That's less than a bag of chips. That's less than a lot of stuff. So we're gonna see how these paints turn out. These kind of look nice. You see some glue at the back here. That's not a great sign, but I mean, apparently, I know this stuff is literally on like Micron pens, so that's kind of a good sign. India, okay, I'm rocking with that. 4+. Now these are definitely probably student grade. I don't think we found any artist grade paints for $1.25, but let's just get into these. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 15 colors, and this brush does not look bad at all. This brush does not look bad at all. Definitely a lot better than those child brushes, you know, like the ones that are plastic tips. This feels like a synthetic brush, which I actually prefer. Okay, hold on. This might be kind of nice. Okay, this is actually a very good sign. The brush comes to a decent point, which is rare for something this cheap. It is tiny, but still, that's actually kind of crazy. Okay, we're just gonna swatch some of these, and then that'll give us a better view of what this kind of looks like. Okay, let's kind of see. This is our first, let's see, ooh, hold on. Oh my goodness. Tell me that's not a beautiful color. Boom, look at that. Now I know Prong is not like the random brand. I've heard of Prong before. They make like student grade paints and stuff. So I'm not totally unfamiliar with this brand. Okay, I'm gonna speed through this so you guys don't have to sit here and watch me paint 15 dots, but yeah, okay, I'll speed this up. Okay, I'm shocked. I'm actually shocked. Tell me if I didn't take these and show you side by side, like a Winsor Newton or a Shinhan or something, that these would not stack up. These are actually solid, like really solid colors. To be fair, watercolor is not that hard to get right. I have seen some cheap watercolor brands that kind of kill it. But for $1.25, I mean, these are actually kind of sick. Okay, so I'm gonna do a painting with these. Something simple. I don't want to put these through the ringer and really try to gouache them up. But I'm gonna take these paints and we're going to try to do maybe just a quick portrait, and yeah, we'll see how that goes. If these turn out good, $1.25, I mean, I don't think you can beat it. I don't think you can beat it. I don't think you can beat it, guys. So we're gonna try this out. Let's see. So I actually found these paints by mistake. I was going in a Dollar Tree because I needed some things to build a diorama sort of thing for a book cover. That might be a video later, but not now. So I was buying just random stuff, like little pieces of metal and stuff, and then I saw in the craft aisle they had a straight up watercolor palette. And so I just figured, why not get it? You know, it's so cheap, so why not just try it out? And now it has been a little bit since I've used watercolor in this sort of way for a portrait, like transparent paint and doing layers and all that kind of stuff that watercolor comes with. It's been a little bit since I've done that. If you watch a channel, you know I'm more of a gouache guy. I paint opaquely with paint, and I like to kind of do patchwork portraits and, you know, use the paint opaquely. But this was kind of different. So that being said, I'm not a great judge of watercolor. So maybe I should have done this video, but I'm not the best judge of if a watercolor paint is good or if a watercolor paint is bad. But that being said, I have painted watercolor a couple times. So basically, the paint comes with 15 different colors. I can go through them right now because I have the paints right here. So they have a magenta, a kind of vermilion red sort of color, an orange, a yellow, 3 different greens, which is kind of unnecessary, a cerulean blue sort of thing, an ultramarine blue, a violet sort of color, a pink, which I'm not a fan of, a peach, which I'm not a fan of, a white, which I'm not a fan of, a brown, and a black. Okay, so out of the 15, we have take away 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 12. 12 is still good. 12 for $1, that's still good. Okay, a quick intermission. I'm working on this painting, and I don't know if it's because I forgot how to use watercolor or the paper or what, but I'm having some trouble. Oh, I'll show you. I'm having some trouble with the texture of the paper. I can't tell if that's the paint, the paper, me, or some other factor that I can't really think of right now, but I guess I'll get back to you when I finish the painting, but so far, not great. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, not great experience, but that might be the paper, who knows. Also, just quickly before I get roasted, it's definitely not vermilion. I don't know what I was talking about. I don't know what kind of red that is. But, so now to talk about the painting experience. I actually thought it was relatively okay. Some of the colors had some more opacity to them, like this ultramarine was pretty opaque, surprisingly. Some of the more, like, not even tertiary, like further than that. It's like the peach and the kind of the pink color. Those were kind of iffy, but overall the paint was really nice. It laid down relatively smoothly. There was some, I don't know if I want to call it granulation because this is a really cheap paint, but there was some separation of pigment and water. I don't even know if it's pigment because it's so cheap. But there was some of that in the painting, which I don't mind, but I know some people are particular about that kind of stuff. But here's the final painting. Okay, so my final thoughts after using these paints for about an hour. I honestly, this is funny to say, I think they're good. I think they're actually really good. I had some issues, as you guys heard. I had some issues with the texture. It felt like the paper was kind of, maybe I was using too much water. So I think that was on me, honestly. But for what they are, $1, well, 125. But 15, honestly, 15 solid colors. The selection's pretty nice. They have all the primaries you need. They have ultramarine, cerulean. I think they have a Prussian blue. They have a magenta, a brown. Honestly, I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. Straight up. If you are new to watercolor, if you don't have time to be playing around with finding Winsor Newton, which whatever, or finding all these different brands, if you don't want to do that, I think a student grade paint is solid. And I'm gonna show you real quick. I have another painting that I did with pretty decent quality paints, and we're gonna compare it to this painting right now. So I'm gonna go grab that and then we'll see. Okay, yeah. So this was a painting done with paints that cost me much more than $1, and then this is the one with the $1. I'll show you guys a better comparison, but there is virtually no difference. Of course, there's light fastness and stuff, which you got to worry about, but if you're just sketching and learning and doing all that kind of stuff, I see no issue with using these paints. That's not sponsored. I'm not sponsored by Dollar Tree, unfortunately. So I'll keep this short and sweet. The paints are decent. The brush is fantastic. If you're a student artist learning how to paint, you can't go wrong with these. If you're getting them for your kids, totally can't go wrong with these. I got them from Dollar Tree, so maybe look there. And yeah. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you like my video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. If you want to see a video that YouTube thinks you would like, you can click the top one. And if you want to see a video that I think you would like, you can click the bottom one. And as always, I'll see you guys later.